Now, our comments on Dalyxman on us having legit champions, excluding Brie Bella. No, Nikki Bella.
You mean Nikki Bella?
No offense.
Yep. So I'm glad that we finally have definitely
better champions,
legitimate champions
with legit superstars.
With Seth Rollins as the world champion, Cena as the U.S. champion, and Daniel Bryan as the Intercontinental champion. And I would put Cesaro and Kidd as the tag champions in that category too, because they've been pretty good as tag champions.
Yes,
as well.
But yes, the tag team matches have been pretty good. They've been holding their own, but of course, there's not much character to them. But then again, I don't mind it that way. As Dalyxman.
Yeah, that's the only thing with the tag champions though. Like, I think
they don't really have much character. They just go and defend titles, then leave.
Yeah, I really think they should really give them more backstage time and more promo time. Not really promo, but like backstage stuff.
Let's just see what's going on with them backstage. Okay.
Yeah, like they do like a little backstage to give them like either heat as a tag team heel, or a tag team face, or they're lovable as a tag team face.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It kind of seems like they're either heel or face, because I think they're tweeners now, because fans love them, but they're still like more heelish. I don't
know who's more over if they're cheering for them, Cesaro or Tyson Kidd. Probably Cesaro.
Yeah, I think Cesaro.
Yeah.
And the Intercontinental and U.S. belt, yeah, it's definitely legitimate now that Cena has the belt there. He's defending the championship every Monday on Raw.
Yes, well, hopefully it'll be better if it was just every other Monday. But hey, as we previously stated in part 1 of the podcast, recaps, yes, it gives both Cena, makes Cena the obstacle, and the superstars, which are the challenger, step up their game in order to try and beat this obstacle named John Cena.
Yeah, and definitely like the challengers so far who have stepped up,
and Ambrose,
who have stepped up to the open challenge, as we discussed on part 1 on a previous video. They have really stepped up their game, and it really showed that they're really dying to be U.S. champion.
Please one day, please be Adrian Neville. Please be Adrian Neville. I want to see that match. See what happens.
It may be one day.
It's a possibility.
But I don't think he'll go over. That's just the thing. But you never know.
But what if, let's say, in the coming months, after Cena's been the champion for Cena's been the champion for a little while, we have Adrian Neville come up, and he has a rivalry with Cena, or it's an open challenge at SummerSlam or Money in the Bank, and Adrian Neville wins the title then. I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind he wins it at SummerSlam.
Of course, because that's one of those legit places to win pay-per-views, to actually win the world title. And it feels like, unfortunately, that's when we'll see Brock Lesnar, because his contract only allows him to be on his contract that he signed. He only wants to be on the main 4 pay-per-views, which is no big surprise.
Yeah, unfortunately, that he's got he made that part-time schedule. They offered him big money.
No. From his contract, he's offered the same amount of money with the superstars, but
it's still big money. It's still big money.
Yeah.
But he's happy where he is, and we'll definitely see him at SummerSlam. He'll get reinstated some way.
Yes, but I want to see Brock Lesnar wrestle on Raw or SmackDown or something. I know we're trying to make it a special attraction, but still, let's see something I haven't seen in a while.
And it's just for people to buy their money to see Brock.
Of course they didn't do that with Andre the Giant. Of course he was a special attraction, but at least they let him be on, or
there was no Raw.
Be on a Saturday Night's Main Event, which wasn't a pay-per-view, or even other 80s wrestling shows back then before Raw and SmackDown came in.
Yeah, but he didn't quite really have the contract that Brock did, I think.
Who?
I think, it's just the contract that I guess allowed him to wrestle on TV. Obviously this contract with Brock, not really.
Uh, well, we don't know officially what the whole case is, but let's see once SummerSlam comes onto the horizon.
And I don't know who he'll face at SummerSlam. I think he'll obviously challenge the champion at SummerSlam. I think it's obvious that he'll be in the main event, but it depends on who will be the champion.
Versus Reigns, if it's Rollins versus Lesnar, I'm like,
I mean, or maybe what they could do is make it a triple threat and add Reigns in there, and then.
But it's not gonna be that exciting though. Well, okay, it could be exciting, but it's just like
have the official WrestleMania revenge, because you know the triple threat match at Mania was last second because Rollins just came in during the match and made it a triple threat there.
Yeah, so of course one of the reasons why Lesnar's part down is because there's only a few people that can actually go toe to toe against him. Like, yes, as you previously stated, with maybe Rollins, sure Reigns, or even Cena, but anyone else, like, yeah, put our fan favorites like Ziggler, Bryan, and Ambrose look get killed.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, it's also not enough big stars to go with Brock.
And that's what sucks.
The only possible contenders are obviously, like you said, Cena, which he's done with Cena like millions of times.
Only a few times.
Yeah, a few times, but still. Cena, Reigns only once, Rollins twice. He's faced Punk before, but he's never coming back. Possibly Daniel Bryan. I think he could go with Brock.
Go back 12 years ago, we had Big Show, Angle, maybe Jericho that could go.
It could have been, but Jericho by the time was on Raw, so that couldn't have worked.
Okay, Undertaker.
Well, he's faced Undertaker, yeah.
Kane. Well, I'm not sure about Kane. Maybe
he's never faced Kane.
That would be interesting.
But he's been in the ring. But he has been in the ring with him. Like he's
a tag team match or a special stipulation match.
He was. I remember Kane was one of the final four in the 2003 Royal Rumble. And the final four in that was Batista, Kane, Undertaker, and Lesnar.
Batista, well, I'm not sure if he clashed with Batista. Maybe.
Who, Brock?
Yes.
They've had a match in OVW, but they've never had a WWE match.
That sucks because that would have worked. And we also had Goldberg, but that was a one-time thing.
Yeah, but he still has heat with WWE.
And that's pretty much it. Only a few. Well, that's more stars than today that can.
He's faced Randy Orton in WWE and OVW, but in WWE it was when Lesnar was the WWE champion and Orton was the rookie.
Yes, but we're just talking about legit superstars.
Yeah, but now that Orton is a legit superstar, I think he could be one of those.
Yes, he could be one of those guys. But it feels like the only people, I don't want to make this sound like a stereotype, but the only people that can take out Lesnar are big, strong guys that know how to overcome the power of the beast. Feels like that's unfortunately the only way it's gonna work.
Well, it's equal size. Like you gotta have at least like guys that could have a believable feud with him and could believably beat him. Obviously, like the only person that have beaten Brock since he came back was Cena, Triple H.
And that's it.
I guess Rollins now because he didn't beat Brock.
Yeah, he pinned Reigns.
Yeah, he pinned Reigns. He never. I think that was a genius move to do for WrestleMania to not have Brock be pinned, and at the same time make Reigns look strong during the main event because Reigns was taking a beating, and he was smiling throughout the entire match, saying, "Come on, is that all you got?"
Also, just saying, now you just mentioned Reigns, the people don't really have to hate Roman Reigns anymore because all the nostalgia, all the stuff that we didn't like Roman Reigns has already passed away already. So there's not really much to really boo Roman Reigns anymore. We can still make him a face unless he turns heel in the upcoming months or weeks.
Yeah, but I highly doubt they'll turn him heel. I think. He's improved. His match with Brock was definitely great, and I think, and I think he did a good job with the match itself at Mania. Just him getting beaten down, and just him smiling throughout the whole thing. And but the after WrestleMania, there's not that much really to cheer him about.
Well, WWE could better do something in order to get him over, or else, well, just not much. It'll just not be much for Reigns after all.
Yeah.
And then with Bryan, well, we didn't talk much about Bryan at all, but hey, he's got an Intercontinental Championship match against Barrett. It's probably going to be it's more likely going to be a good match anyway.
But I mean, eventually within the coming weeks before Extreme Rules, they're going to add Ziggler and Sheamus to the mix in the match.
Then I'm just going to call it that. No, that'll be terrible.
What?
They mistreat Bryan. Well, you can't mistreat Bryan because the fans will backlash, as Dalyxman said, but it feels like to have Sheamus beat everyone and win the title would be a bad move.
Yeah, but at the same time, how do you still make Sheamus because he they made him like a real badass heel.
Well, hey, Sheamus, the unstoppable force versus Bryan, the immovable push. So, yeah. So what are they gonna do? Are you gonna take the backlash, or?
I guess if it's gonna be a fatal 4-way match, I think it's perfect if Sheamus doesn't get pinned by Bryan.
Yes. But to imagine if somehow, in the Fatal 4-Way match, if it is a Fatal 4-Way match, it's just Sheamus and Bryan, and then something happens that takes both guys out, and then we'll have to do some type of rematch, or restart the match in a sense, except it's only Bryan and Sheamus, but I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah, I think where they should go is just have, obviously, like I said, Bryan pin either Barrett or Ziggler to retain the title at Extreme Rules.
Then Sheamus comes in.
And then at Payback, Sheamus and Bryan have their rivalry, and they face for the championship at Payback. And I guess they'll just go from there, whatever happens.
Let's see what comes, but more likely that'll be the case.
Yeah, and then the World Championship, I guess we kind of discussed more about that. We discussed a lot about that, right?
Yeah, with Rollins, well.
Yeah, Rollins definitely, he's
has many options and potential, of course, of how things go. And I agree with.
And he'll definitely, obviously, we're going to see the championship more than we used to because Brock is not the champion and Rollins is not a part-timer. So we'll definitely see Rollins, in action. He's definitely impressed us more as a champion now because he's been a credible champion now because he's been wrestling on Raw and SmackDown still.
Yeah.
He's beaten Neville. Obviously with the help of J&J Security, but still he's a heel. You can't have a heel that wins clean.
Yeah, but wait, what am I missing? Or to have, we're seeing how Rollins retains the title as Dalyxman has claimed. That will be interesting, even though it might not always be about the wins and the losses, but still.
Well, definitely at Extreme Rules, Rollins will retain against Orton.
I'm sure it'll be a clean wall. No, it's always going to be clean because there's no rules, so it's always Extreme Rules. But then again,
yeah, but since it's no rules, the Authority could interfere without the referee down or distracted.
So even though you can win clean, it's still dirty anyway.
You could still lose. You could still win dirty. Because it's so easy in Extreme Rules to win dirty because there's no rules and anyone can interfere at any time.
That's interesting.
And then the Divas title, obviously we mentioned.
We should have talked about that first, but not much importance. It's a silver platter, except it's not the WWE Championship.
Yeah, and unfortunately, give Divas a chance didn't work, which I thought it would. Because they think, oh, give the Divas a chance. Oh, we'll give them more time. That's not even
giving Divas a chance.
Yeah, like that's not even what that means.
Put them as if they-
we want more time, but we also want them to be like to be more to give them more like I don't know how to put this. Just give them have the audience see their characters and see if they could get behind them or boo them.
Yes. Also, yes, just book them as if they were superstars, then you'll be fine.
And I think too, like I look at Lucha Underground, and
you have that channel?
No, like I've seen the El Rey Network has a YouTube channel that has like they show full matches.
Okay.
On there, and
men versus women in quality matches.
Yeah, where the women fight the men. The women could get involved in guys' matches.
Well, it's almost questioned, hey, this must have been inspired by China. No, but China was one of the first few girls to actually do that.
Yeah, and China was rumored to be the first. They wanted her to be. They were thinking about having her as the WWE champion, the first female to be WWE champion.
If that actually happened, well, no. If that actually happened, and then you first introduced me to wrestling, or at least right now you tell me, I'm like, I don't believe you. No way they would do that. But then again, that's so awesome.
But they were strongly considering it at the time.
Wait, back in 1990.
1999.
When The Rock?
Because if you remember at SummerSlam '99, there was Austin and
I didn't know.
Well, I mean, so SummerSlam '99, the main event was Austin defending the title against Triple H and Mankind in a triple threat. Jesse the Body Ventura was the guest referee. And but like before that, when Triple H wanted to get a title shot, they brought China into the mix. They had China face Triple H, like have Triple H put his number one contender spot on the line against China, and China won.
Oh.
And they were considering it. Like having China be facing Austin and having China win the match.
That would have been the most. That would have been the greatest thing to happen in the Attitude.
But then
probably.
But then, from what I read, they said that they scrapped the idea because of the Monday Night Wars, because they thought, yeah, you know what, we're really beating WCW in the wars.
We don't want to do anything bad.
Yeah, they thought it was too risky at the point that they were with the Monday Night War.
Well, then again, when you compare to WCW and how they put champions on celebrities, well, that was a one-time, I'm guessing.
Dude, well, they only put the championship on one person. That was Dave Arquette. And because at the time Dave Arquette was in the movie with Scott Conn called Ready to Rumble, which had a whole bunch of WCW stars, like a whole bunch: Sting, Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, Macho Man.
Which is of course what claims that which of course why Booker T made that reference on that one Raw with Big Show and John Cena, which of course made them laugh hilariously.
Well, yeah, because I've seen the movie and it was pretty bad. That's why they were laughing. And he wasn't that much of a big character in it, because Sting was even in the movie, and he wasn't even a main character in the movie.
Wait, it was about that one celebrity. That's what it was about.
Yeah, Dave Arquette would win the WCW belt. They even put the championship on Vince Russo, who was the writer for them.
Wait, in WCW or in the movie?
In WCW. Like that,
terrible.
I don't understand. So what were we talking about? The Divas Championship? We moved right from the Divas Championship to WCW and Dave Arquette holding the WCW belt.
Huh.
So what we were talking about with the Divas belt? Oh, we moved right in. We talked about that with China holding the WWE title then. Yeah, so anyway, I hope the Divas Championship could be more better, which I don't know. At this point, it doesn't look like it, because we had the whole trend, give Divas a chance, and that
failed terribly.
Yeah, and they just thought, hey, let's give him more time, but that wasn't even enough.
What are you gonna do?
So,
but yes, it also this thing just once again clarifying from mentioning for the next one, it said that the Barbie dolls and the beautiful people, no TNA reference, just getting the major pushes while those the women that actually are legit wrestlers are getting what they deserved.
Yeah, Nikki Bella and Brie, who are the Barbie dolls.
But they can still wrestle though.
They're all right with the wrestling. I'll give them that. But they're not. But Natalia is a great talent. Natalia is great at what she does because she's grown up in the Hart family, so she knows a lot about wrestling.
And just saying, well, two things. One, what if they actually did another version of the screw job, but it was for real, and that having Natalia, that would be terrible.
That would be definitely. Brett would lose. Brett would
loses by not this again.
Brett would have been more angry.
Also,
what else? Wait, what else was I going to say?
Well, that brings up the other thing.
And Naomi's a great athlete too.
Yes,
I'll give her that. She
Paige.
she may not have the charisma or definitely Mike's skills, but
she's got the in-ring work.
Yeah, her in-ring work is really good.
Paige, great as well.
Yeah, Paige definitely. And I definitely can't wait to see Charlotte or Sasha Banks make the main roster.
Maybe even both at the same time.
But I think it'll be mostly
Charlotte.
It'll be mostly Charlotte because Sasha Banks is the
champion,
is the women's champion at the time right now.
Also,
and Charlotte hasn't been on NXT since she got her rematch clause against Sasha.
All right, but also oh yes, when we compared with the Barbie doll divas and the legit wrestlers, it's just like going to gym and you have the classmates that are like, I don't want to do this gym activities. Let's do something else, and they're the ones that are actually getting the better grades over those that are actually working hard in the gym class, doing the activities right, and so on and so forth. Like, what kind of reverse psychology is this?
I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird.
Well, what are you gonna do? If only we can just go to creative and fix this issue because it's simple.
Yeah, because they have the talent. They just don't. They obviously don't know what to do with it. They just don't know what to do with them to make them better.
Get some smart marks, or at least get some marks in there that know exactly what they're doing, and then you'll be fine.
I don't know. I really hope it gets better. I really hope they really know the meaning behind give Divas a chance, and they really make the Divas Championship relevant.
Well,
and it really and you think about it, what the Divas Championship looks like. It's a butterfly and it's all girly stuff on it. The Women's Championship
was a Women's Championship.
Yeah, the Women's Championship didn't have any of that. It didn't show that they're girls and we're
women that know how to wrestle. That's what it was all about.
Yeah, exactly. And now they have the Divas Championship, which pretty much really shows what the term divas mean to WWE.
They just look good and wrestle.
They could be sexy. They're good to look at.
But this is a wrestling company.
Yeah, but this isn't this isn't the porn industry. This is the wrestling industry.
Yes, and we might as well make it. Yes, and also of course we already know Tough Enough is coming back, but yeah, Tough Enough, as I believe I made this slogan before, but Tough Enough. If you win, you lose. If you lose, you win.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to watch Tough Enough because what does it matter now? The winner's gonna be nobody, and some of the losers are gonna be on NXT, and they're gonna be big stars.
Well, what if they get it right? Well, or at least I just include the winner coming on to NXT as well, and becoming a big star later on in WWE. Then that's fine as well. But if WWE doesn't get it right this time, then I have nothing to say.
I don't know. And it was rumored that Chris Jericho
was going to be the host.
Was going to host, but he put that rumor to rest and said that they had no talks of him hosting.